Hello, Julie here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am creating a double pocket, or two pockets, not a double pocket, two pockets, flip out pockets, as part of my design team work for Paper Inspirations. Okay, so I'm going to use these CD envelopes as my base, and I'm going to use the Christmas Dream paper collection to create these. So first of all, I want to make, these are 5 inches by 5 inches, so I want to cut two pieces that are 5 inches by 5 inches. So these are going to be the fronts of my pockets, and I'm going to use a die to cut a circle out of there. Now it may not be the same size as the window that's there because that's quite a large window. I might make it a bit smaller, but we'll see how we go. Now I also want to cut some more because I need to cover the back of the envelope as well. So if I cut two 5-inch squares out of this piece, I think I'd like to try and get the flower in. So, there, yeah, cut it there. And then move 5 inches down from that. And cut that at 5. And cut this at 5. Yes. That there. I'm going to have that piece, and that piece will go on there. I could do it that way. Yes, I can do it that way. So I'm going to put it on that side, like so. And I will need to, what I'll do is if I put that in there, it's not quite small enough, is it? No. So I'm wondering how I'm going to get that pattern on there, but maybe I don't need it on there. Anyway, I'll work that out. Now I want to get 5 inches here. So I'm going to cut about there. Cut that 5 inches. And then from that cut, I'll cut up 5 inches. And then cut down there 5 inches. Okay. So that is going to go on the inside of that one. Like that. It looks upside down, doesn't it? That flower looks upside down. So I'll have to go back to that way. So that's going to be the inside of that one. It's a little bit more than 5. I'll cut that off about there. Like so, it's better. Okay, so that's my front and back, but I want to cover this inside of this flap as well. Do I need to do that? No, I need to I actually would like to cut that back a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to slip what I should have done is mark it 1/2 inch. Do you think 1/2 inch will be enough to come back? I think so. So let's find a pencil. So much rubbish around here. I'm going to mark 1/2 inch there and 1/2 inch there. I think I've cut that one back already further than 1/2 inch, but that will be okay. Draw a line across there, and then I'm going to cut that out. So I can cut along that edge. Oh, along that line, I mean. Down there. So now that measures, well, just under 4.5. I'm going to do the same for this one. Okay, now I want to put a strip of paper inside of here, and I'm going to use this. So let's get my trimmer back. So cut that at 5, or actually just a bit under 5. Let's see if that fits inside there. Yes, perfect. And I want another one for the other one. So let's have a look here. Let's say we'll do 1 inch by 5. Or just under 5. I'm going to say just about there. So, move that out the way. So that is going to slip in there and be attached to that. So that it just comes up to that crease line, and that one will go in that one, just up to the crease line. Like so. And then these can be trimmed down to 4.5. Okay. So I'm going to do one that flips that way and one that flips that way. They are going in different journals. So these are the journals they're going in, my 6-inch journals that I'm working on. So let's do that to start with. Okay, so I'm going to ink around the edges, put some glue on the back. Oh, hang on a minute. I put that in there. Oh, that's all right. I was just thinking we're going to be able to see it through the circle. You can see quite a bit of it. How much room have we got there? half an inch. I might trim this back to half an inch because even though I do plan on having a smaller circle opening there, I don't want to be restricted. Oh, it won't really matter because whatever I stick in there, I can stick over the top. Yeah. Okay, well let's trim them down once again. If I do stick that in there, when I do put something in the middle, it will cover it up anyway. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Let's go for the half inch, for the full inch, because I will be putting something behind the opening, so this will be covered. Okay. It's going to be a bit tricky. We don't want to get it over the crease because we still want to be able to fold our crease over nicely. But we do want it up to the edge. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so that's the first one stuck in. Now let's stick this one in. Okay, so if I got my head in the way there, I just needed to line that up so it was level and centered, and our flap still folds over just fine. Okay, so now we can put the backs on. So that is the one that goes that way. Okay. So let's ink around the edge of this and that, and that one that way. So this one is going to attach to the page that way. Let's attach that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and this to my sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch around the edges, and I'm going to take these to my big shot. I'm going to cut a circle out of them, and then I'm going to stitch around them as well. And when I've done that, I'll be back. Okay, so I've done that. I've stitched around each of my pattern papers, well, all of them, and I've cut the centres out of those, stitched around the centres with a wobbly stitch. And now I'm going to attach these. I wanted this one to be on the outside of the paper like so. So let's get some glue and do that. I have to line that up so that it's level with the edge, like so. Oops, gone crooked. Still a bit crooked. I've cooked my goose there. Let's see. Okay. I'm just going to burnish that down with my bone folder. I want to make sure that it's properly stuck. So there's our pocket. Okay, that's that one. Now I want this one to go this way, so that is that pocket. So here we have the backs or insides of our pocket. Now we have to do the outsides. So I'm going to attach this, just trim that cotton off, and I can attach that like so. Put it that way. Which is, this is the bottom, so it can go that way, and that goes like that. Okay, so I'm going to put glue around the edge and also around the perimeter of the circle. I want to make sure that that circle is stuck down firmly. I don't want to get glue onto my acetate window though, if I can help it. So let's position this down as best we can. Line that up and that up and that up. Okay. So now when I'm doing this, I'm going to sort of rub away from that circle so that any excess glue gets pushed to the inside instead of out to the acetate. Okay, so now I can burnish around the outsides. Okay. Just check that I've got no glue oozing in there. So that's the outside of that one. It's going to go that way. And this one, oh, but I'm both going the same way. Don't I? Yeah, I have. Doesn't really matter. That one can go anyway. So this one is the bottom, so I want to make sure that I've got this one on the bottom. So once again, I'm going to do the same thing. So glue around the outside, glue around the perimeter of the circle, and then a bit of glue in the middle area so that I get a good stick. Nothing worse than having things lifting. Alright, so that's basically our envelopes. Oops, that one's going to go that way. Alright, so now I have got, what am I going to, do I need to decorate these with anything? Perhaps just a little bit of a label or something. I've got this new kit from Sue, Paper Inspiration. It's called Lots of Labels #1. I haven't printed the whole lot, and you can see I've already started cutting some up. I printed some of the sheets at full size and some of the sheets at two to a page. So these are the 2 to a page. That is like that size when it's normal printing, and then it comes down to that size when it's 2 to a page. So there's circles with numbers in it. There is another sheet that I didn't print out that is circles that have got some letters in them, I think, and then there's some just blank circles that you can stamp in or do whatever you want. I didn't print that one. These are you know, verified, urgent, cancelled, so, and then the blue and the red. Then we've got this shape, which is an unusual shape, I think. I quite like those. I haven't cut any of these out except that one, because I was thinking I was going to try cutting them out on my Scan and Cut. This one, I printed it print borderless, but I think I had it over too far, and that one's cut that edge off straight. So when I do these, I'll cut that side to match, so they'll be a little bit different to these. But yeah, they're still usable. These, so we've got script type numbers, we've got typed numbers, and a real nice assortment of labels there, and we've even got some blank ones here. So you can see that we've got the full size ones here, and then over here we've got like the half size. So that's all on the one sheet. I didn't have to do that, so that's excellent. And then we've got these rectangular ones with a print on them, and they come in like the brown, the lighter brown, and then the, well, I guess yellowish. So yes, that's those. And then there's this one. That's a great one, isn't it? It's got all sorts, like all specimen field notes, and then we've got some handwritten signatures here. A nice assortment. And these are the ones that I printed at 2 to a page. This one here as well. There was another one that was like ovals, and I can't remember what it had in it, but it had, the backgrounds were green and red, and then they had something in them as well. So look at these, isn't that nice? And I don't know whether you can see it or not, but these have got like background texture as well. Really nice. And then there's this page here. So, spoiled for choice now. I don't know what I'm going to use, but maybe I could use one of these fancy shaped ones in here. That would be quite nice. So I'm just going to quickly cut one of those out. I will put this on fast forward so you don't have to watch me do that. I don't know whether you can see it on there or not, but these have got like a drop shadow on the bottom and the side, so yeah, nice detail there. Okay, so now I'm going to ink around the edge of this, and I'm thinking I might pop that down there. And what else can I put on there? Do I want one on here? I think it might be too much. Might be alright just having one on there, nothing else, but I'm going to put that on there with something else as well. So I have got a flower from one of the fussy cut sheets in that paper range, that, what is it, Uniquely Creative's Christmas Dream or something like that. And anyway, I've cut the whole sheet up and I've got them here all ready to go, so that when I want to use one I don't have to stop what I'm doing. And I thought I would put that there, and then I just sort of overlap that on there like so. Maybe move that over a fraction. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So that's that one. I'm still wondering whether I might stamp something in there, but for this one I have got, and I've cut out another one of those. I'm going to put that there. I have inked around that. And then I've got that pink butterfly there that comes from this Uniquely Creative's Fabulous Butterflies Cutter Parts. It's got some, probably can't see it through all the glossiness of the envelope I've got it in. So I'm going to attach that on there. And that will, I'm going to call the inside of these pockets decorated then. Now, the reason that I cut that 1/2 inch off is because I don't like having to struggle with the edge of the page to get things in and out of pockets. So by cutting that 1/2 inch off, it just gives us that little bit of fiddle room to get our things in and out of there. Okay, so that's the backs. Now the fronts. I need to put something behind these windows, and I am not really very well prepared because I haven't decided what to put back there. There were some journaling cards. Yeah, they're not going to be wide enough, are they? No, I don't think so. I think they're just going to miss out. Uh-oh. That is stuck to the window. I'm going to have to, I have managed to unstick that from the acetate, so I'm going to just get my scissors in there and cut that away, because you won't be able to see it. So let's try one of these. Not quite wide enough. Alright, so what have I got left that I can put in there? Let me go and have a look and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got this packaging that comes, you know, in your collection packs, and I thought I might put these behind it, so I'm going to trim that off. I mean, it's got things on the back that I could fussy cut, but you can't have everything, can you? So I'm going to cut that. Let's cut that right through. Now that can go in there. Okay. Okay, so that there. What is that? Yeah, 3 3/4. Let's say 4 inches. So that will go in there. I can do it up and down, or horizontal or vertical. Same for this one. What did I do it at? 4 inches, I think. Four inches for this one. Okay. So they are going, I'm going to stick those in there now. So I don't need to ink around these because you won't see the edges because they'll be on the inside. There we go. Now all of these layers of paper are making this pocket really quite sturdy. There's our pocket with our backing and our front. Do the same for this one. So there we go. So we've got that and that. Alright, now what I need to do is embellish the front of my pockets a little. Now I want to put some lace on here, but I also have some Christmas things. Now in this collection there's quite a few gnomes, and I don't know whether I've actually got any gnomes in these fussy cuts or not. There's one. Just a little gnome on there. And there's a red one. So that's the, thinking I could put, here we go. Put something like that on there with the little red gnome, and put the pink flower on there with the little pink gnome. And I want to put a ticket or something in there as well, just to sort of make them stand out from each other. Something like that maybe. I think I'm quite happy with that. So let's put these all away and make a bit of space here. Even though these albums, or these journals are pink Christmas, I think the red goes quite well with it as well. I've got these ruffled tidbits, I think they're called. Everything that I'm using here will be linked in the description box below, so you don't have to worry about hunting around looking for them. I will list them. So if I put that on there and that over the top of it like that, what do you think? I think that would be quite good. Or would I have got some, although this is really fine. Oh, that might be right. Gather some of that up. So let's cut some of this. And if I just crinkle that up, so I stick it down, and then stick my other pieces on top of that, I think it would stick better. I mean, you can't really see it, but you can feel it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'll do on this one anyway to start with. So I'm just putting some glue down there. I'm going to crinkle up this tulle and attach it like that. And of course it doesn't stick there. Let that glue dry a bit. I've got some clips here. Hopefully they'll reach, they may not. They don't really reach. It's very hard to see what you're doing. The art glitter glue is getting quite sticky now, so if I just press down with this tool, hopefully it's done on there. Okay, so now while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm just going to ink around the edges of my embellishments. So Christmas is not far away now, is it? We're going to be a couple more days and Santa will visit. I hope everyone's got their list in and it's been good. If you haven't been, of course, Santa doesn't come. I'm not worried about it overlapping the window. That's fine with me. And I don't really want any of the glue to seep out onto the window, but you can bet your boots it will. So there we go. That's that one. I'm going to trim those off. I don't mind them hanging out if they're at the bottom, but I'm not that keen on them being at the top. So I don't know whether you can actually see that tulle. There is tulle under there. So that's our pocket. And for this one, shall I try this for this one? Let me make sure I've got it up the right way, yes. Trouble is using something bulky like that, I have to put something behind this then, otherwise it's not level. What about a bit of glittery stuff? Right, we'll try this. So I'm going to cut some of this and I'm going to try and sort of gather it up again. This time I'll put my glue a bit closer to the bottom of the envelope so that my little clips will reach. Look at all the glitter. This is going to be fun, isn't it? So make sure I've got it the right way. This can gather up under here. Yep. So glue. Let's stick these clips on. Okay, that's quite cute. Okay, I'm going to give that a couple of minutes to dry, and while I'm doing that I will ink around these, same as I did for the other one. So the inking around your fussy cuts makes your fussy cuts look a lot more accurate, should I say. So now let's get our two journals and attach these in it somewhere. Okay, so let's use this one first. So I have to find a place to put it. I'm leaving plenty of writing space in this journal. Let's put it on here because it can flip out and we can still write on it. Oh, this is the one that goes the other way. We do have to cover that, don't we? Because that's going to be seen. Although I could do it like that. Yes, I do have to cover that. Alright, now cover this on both of them. Where's that one? This is the one that I used on the front, so I'm going to mark that. And how wide is it? It's an inch. I'm going to make it an inch and 3/16. Inch and 3/16 by 5. So let's do that. An inch and 3/16 by 5. Good. So, I'm going to ink around the edge of that and attach it to there. I'm going to put the glue on this section of the envelope, the pocket, and then I'm going to slide this on there. I hope you can see over my head. You can see there that I'm leaving a little gap for the fold there. I'm not going right up to the edge of the fold, but I could probably go up a bit closer than that. And then I'm going to take my scissors and trim around there. pattern paper is overhanging slightly there, so I'm going to trim that back. And then I'm going to ink that. Now I'm going to do the same for this one. Okay, so for some reason my camera decided to stop recording. So what I did was I finished attaching that pattern paper to the flaps, and then I attached them into my journal. Now all I've done to attach them is I've glued there and there, leaving space there. Let's have a look. So you can see that there's a tuck spot there. I can put something in. So I did that on both of these. So that one opens that way, and we can put something in there. And then in this one, it opens the opposite way. So there we go, that opens that way. It's got the same thing, we've got a pocket here, and we've got a tuck spot here. I think that was that. That was a bit unstuck because I've backed that with avocado dye paper. So that goes in there like so. So that is what I've finished today. I will of course put something in here, and I will put journaling cards in there. Probably two of these. I've got some more of those, so I might do something like that. So that is my project for today. My 2 pockets, window pockets, and these journals. I'm not really going to do a lot more in them. I am trying to leave a lot of actual journaling space, because they're Christmas albums, and I mean I'm very close to Christmas now, so I'm probably too late with them. Yeah, so they're mostly, I'm leaving space for photos and writing and, you know, all the good things that happen at Christmas. So these hidden paper clips have got lots of little tucks and tags and journaling spots in them as well. I'll put a link in the description box to that video if you're interested in it. And these pockets also, they're quite handy. They've got 3 journaling spots behind them. So that I'll put a link to that one as well if you're interested in having a look at those. So yeah, so not far off for Christmas now. So thank you for watching my video. If you are not a subscriber, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel. You know, that would be a lovely Christmas present. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and sorry about the missed video, but I don't think you missed much. And I hope you can join me when I post my next video. Okay, bye. Merry Christmas.